Hello, this is a tutorial video for my latest plugin, CoinHive Virtual Crypto Farm plugin for WordPress. Using this plugin, you can use crypto mining to monetize your WordPress website. It uses CoinHive for this, and it can mine Monero XMR. So let me show you how to use it. To install it, click Plugins, Add New, Upload Plugin, choose File, navigate to a zip file you downloaded and click Install Now. After the quick installation, activate the plugin. Now we can go to Plugin Settings. Here you will see that the plugin has quite a lot of settings. Okay, first of all, we need to go to CoinHive and register an account. I already have an account here, and if you click on this link, you will get redirected to the CoinHive webpage where you will get the site key and secret key. Copy the site key and copy the secret key also into the plugin. Don't bother using this site key and secret key because I will revoke them after the video is finished. Now we should save settings. Okay. Now the plugin is fully functional. To check it's working, we can go to statistics, and here should be listed statistics about your current site, current API key. Hashes per second 0, total hashes 2.11 million, pending Monero, total paid. Okay. This amount was accumulated by me only in the plugin development, only on one computer. Okay, now let's go back to main settings and let's start configuring the plugin. As you can see, by its default settings, the plugin will look like this. The user will have this message on his upper left part of the screen. He has the ability to start mining with throttle 0.5 and threads 2. Here he will have the total hashes and hashes per second shown and the ability to hide the pop-up. So now let's show the CPU usage. I have to mention here that 45-50% of my CPU is used by my screen recording software. If we go to processes, you will see that almost 40%, 40 and something percent is used by the screen recording software, so this is why my CPU is active almost at 50% all the time. For you this should be 0% or 5% average. Okay, and if we go and start mining, you will see that mining starts, hashes per second increase, total hashes increase. The performance for you also will be greater because I have the screen recording software which cuts away half of my processing power. But you can see that when I started mining, my CPU has risen up a bit. Also, if we decrease the throttle to 0 and increase threads to 4, because I have 4 processors on this machine, you can see that also hashes per second will increase. For you this increase will be much greater as I said, I have the screen recording software, and also my laptop is not so powerful. Also, you can see the processor is running at full usage right now. If we stop, the processor will suddenly drop. Okay, we have the option to hide this, and we can go back to plugin configuration. So right now, if we refresh the page, the mining does not start automatically. If we check this checkbox and save settings, refresh it, and mining starts automatically with the default settings. Also start mining when loading WordPress admin. If you check this checkbox, mining will start also in the WordPress admin. Detect device battery and stop mining when on battery. This is a very cool feature. If you check this checkbox and save settings, let's refresh our page right now. It is automatically running, and I just unplug my power, and now I will plug my power back in. As you can see, when I unplug my power, mining stops, and when I plug my power back in, mining starts again. So this feature is very nice, because the mining drains a lot of CPU power and battery also from the user. So this feature is very nice for not bothering the user by mining. I just plugged my battery back in, my power back into the laptop. So I recommend using this feature, because most of users will have their batteries drained because of processor usage, and they will be annoyed by this. So yeah, this feature is also unique to this plugin. You will not find this feature anywhere else. Disable mining on mobile. You can also check to disable fully mining when mobile detected. Copy CoinHive JavaScript locally. If you check this checkbox, the CoinHive scripts will be copied locally to your domain and used from there. This can be useful to prevent some antivirus software and some firewall software to block your mining. So if you check this, you could prevent some false positive antivirus software, because some antivirus software consider that crypto mining is malware, but this is just because of some users not showing notifications to user that their CPU is used by them to mine crypto. So it is recommended to show some notification that you mine on your website. You can set a default number of threads on desktop and mobile, and also a default throttle for desktop and mobile. This is the number with which the throttle will start, so these numbers can be set here. Enable force legacy SMGC. This is a CoinHive specific feature. This will use a legacy miner. I don't recommend checking this checkbox. If you want your users to be logged by their user login for each how many hashes they made, you can check this checkbox. You can check the statistics page to log each user. Run miner only for logged in users, run miner only for not logged in users. You can also set to automatically stop mining after a number of hashes is reached. Notice that the number of hashes must be multiple of 256. You can input any number here. Okay. You can choose now about visibility, so the notification which should be shown to users. So you can choose here to show notification or hide notification. If you hide notification, then the user will not be shown any pop-up, and if you set the mining to start automatically, then as you can see, it will start automatically and it will mine without his consent. I don't recommend this because many users categorize this as malware, this behavior, and if they don't know from where it is the high CPU usage is coming, they will report it as malware. So I recommend that you notify users about what you're doing on your website. Show notification. So you can choose between top panel, bottom panel, and if you want in each corner a notification, or you can show the CoinHive generic notification or a simple pop-up style. You can choose to center pop-up, enable advanced positioning. If you choose advanced positioning, you will select the position of your pop-up manually. This is useful only for those who know a bit of CSS. So if you know CSS, you can select this. Okay. Now let's show each. Let's say I select pop-up right now. This is the pop-up. You can change this text as you wish from here. So this can be changed, and also shortcodes can be used. Shortcodes will display buttons or input fields for the users. So this button is a shortcode, this button is a shortcode. Okay, so let's demonstrate to you this real quick. Let's say I want to show this message to the user only. Your CPU performance is hashes per second. Save settings. Let's refresh our page right now. This number is the hashes per second, which change automatically. Also, you will have these shortcodes: hashes per second, hashes total, hashes accepted. Throttle input will generate the input field for throttle and threads input. Close button to close the pop-up. More info button to show a link that will give more info to the user, and start stop button that will be the start stop. This will generate the start stop button. You can change the hide button text, more info button text, and more info button link. Okay, so this is about the pop-up. Now let's show the pop-up, let's say round bottom right. Let's refresh it. Okay. Also, you can change the refresh interval in which this number refreshes. If you set here 100, these are milliseconds. So 100 milliseconds is 0.1 second. If you refresh the page now, you will see that you can see better this if you use the other shortcode, the hashes total. So if we enter here total, you will see better that it is refreshed much faster now. Look now, see that refreshing is done much faster now. Okay. So I want to show you about the activity and logging section. You can restore plugin default settings. You can view activity log for the plugin and delete logs. Also the statistics. This will show your hashes per second. It will show that I have 6 hashes per second because my mining is running on this local machine with some throttle on it. Okay. Now I'll be back in a minute because I want to show you something. Okay, I'm back. I set up some things right now. So let me show you some more settings. Fade background. If you select the fade background, the pop-up on your website will look like this. Let's use pop-up style because it looks better. Note that you can change this, so you can fade background, and also you can set if the user clicks outside the pop-up on the faded area, then the pop-up will be closed. You can set to auto hide pop-up after a delay, after this delay in milliseconds. Disable pop-up for logged in users. Cookie lifetime in minutes. This can be set after which time the pop-up will be shown again to users. So if you don't want to show you to pop up to users very often, then you should set an interval here. Pop-up shortcode refresh interval. This is the settings to refresh these hashes per second and hashes total outputs. Also styling options, the animation from which how to show the pop-up. If you select slide, then it will slide in, but this is team dependent, so not on all teams it will work. You can select text padding for the pop-up, background style, background color if you want reddish, text color if you want white text, pop-up border, rounded pop-up corners, show buttons in place of links, background color for buttons. You can select the button color, button border color, font size, font type, bold, italic, underline. Also, you can add custom CSS, show only once per visitor. This uses the, if you want to show only once per visitor, to use the cookie settings, the cookie lifetime, you should check this checkbox. Also, if you want to not stick to its initial position and to slide with the website, the pop-up, you should uncheck this, but I'll show you in a minute this. Okay, now let's refresh the page and see the modify pop-up. And let's do some more experience real quick. If we want to, let's say, yeah, we're here. Integrated captcha settings. We can enable proof of work captcha for login screen, registration screen, forgot password screen, and comment form. We can set a number of required hashes. If we want to hide CoinHive logo from the captcha, and to disable some additional HTML elements by ID while the captcha loads. So let's enable for login screen. Let's demonstrate this real quick. I have to log out right now, and as you can see, I have to make a proof of work captcha. This will generate some hashes for the login. You can change the width of this captcha, so I haven't changed it. This is why this is a bit off for me right now. And after the hashes are generated, you can put a custom number of hashes, so this can be shorter or longer for generating. Okay. So this is the proof of work captcha. Automatically shorten all external URLs and all internal URLs using proof of work captcha, and set a required number of hashes. So if we check this to shorten external links, to demonstrate this I have to create a post, copy a Google URL, add a new post, and paste the URL here. Click publish and go to the web page. As you can see down, the link is shortened. If you click it, you will go to a proof of work redirection, and the user will be automatically redirected to the link only after he makes the required number of hashes. So you can put the required number of hashes, you can insert it here. Let's see what happens when we will do the required number of hashes. Only on faster computers this will be made very fast. I remember I have a slow computer right now, this is why this is taking a bit longer. So this must be also multiplied by 256. Okay. Come on. So this shows that you should note that if the user has some slow computers, then he will wait a bit longer. Okay, also the plugin has some shortcodes. Let's test these shortcodes right now. So you can input a CoinHive miner like this. This is generated by a shortcode. You can input this into widget or anywhere you want. Also, you can use the link redirect shortcode to generate a redirection link, exactly like this feature, but only you will set it manually using the URL and hashes parameter. And also the CoinHive show pop-up again shortcode. This will generate a link which will make the pop-up to be shown again. If you use cookies to show pop-up only once per visitor, with this feature you can generate a link or a button as you wish to make the pop-up show again. This will show, this is the link text and this is the prompt text. If you don't want the prompt to be shown, leave this blank. So if we click this, the pop-up is shown again. Also if we use cookies to not show the pop-up. Okay, so this is all. I hope you will make some money with this plugin. Until next time, bye bye.